Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. This is going to be a slightly different video because I don't currently have the van. But don't worry, I haven't sold the van. It's just that cold up here it's now. The frost, everything up in Scotland at the moment is really bad. So for at least a month, 2 months of the year, I always like to put the van into storage. But while the van's in storage, that doesn't mean that we're not constantly thinking about what we're going to be doing next year, what we're going to be doing with the van, what are we going to need. So in this video, I'm contemplating a few things of what I'm going to be doing with the van next year. So there's a couple of little changes I want to make to the van in time for us to go away next year. Just to make things in the cab a little bit more easier, a little more accessible, and things like that. First thing I'm going to be looking at is the bed area for the kids. Where it is at the moment, it kind of restricts us, me and my wife, being able to get off and on the bed once that bed is made up. So I've got to come up with something for that. Second, the battery situation. I currently have 315 amp hours of AGM, but after my last video where I showed the upgrades that I made there, and I've got the solar and everything there, I'm now convinced that I'm going to have to move to lithium. So I'm on the lookout for a lithium battery as well. So I'm going to be checking them out in the near future as well before we go away. And upgrade wise, the last thing I'm going to be doing is a new fridge. We've currently got one of these Halford's chest fridges, but it's just a little bit too small, and I think it does pull quite a lot of power from the batteries. So I'm thinking of going for a low energy pull fridge. So I'm on the lookout for one of them as well. Maybe one of these under counter fridges, something like that. But all of those things that we're going to be doing upgrades to are for luxuries, pretty much. They're luxuries inside the van, make it more accessible, make it more easier for us to use. But on the other side, we're also wanting to do a lot more of off-grid camping, which is why I did all these upgrades in the first place. And it got me thinking about, if I'm in the middle of nowhere, what things do I need to have with me? What do I need to do? And that's when I started thinking about water filtration and drinking water. You know, in the van at the moment, I don't have anything that would actually provide me with clean water. I'll have no filtration system or anything in that van. The only water that I do have in the van comes from the water jugs I have underneath the sink, which feeds my tap for my sink. So I've got a wastewater jug and a clean water jug. I don't have any underslung water tanks in my van. I don't have any internal water tanks or anything like that in the van either, apart from the small ones under the sink, simply because I don't have a shower. And we're quite happy with the sink that we have there to clean our water. And when we do go out and about, we're usually next to a stream or we're at a campsite where water is readily available. But drinking water is something that we're all going to need at some point. And I have nothing for that at all. So if I'm in the middle of nowhere, the car breaks down, or the van breaks down, and I need to get drinking water because I don't have any, what am I meant to do? So one option is I could install underslung water tanks or internal water tanks, run that through the van, install a filtration system, and have water on tap constantly. But that's a lot of money, and to tell you the truth, my van at the moment I think I've spent more money than the van is actually worth, and I'm not sure if I want to spend that much more on it. I know you guys are going to be saying, it's your van, you've built it, you've put all this effort into it, why not go that extra mile? And that may be something that I do down the line, but I'm looking for something that I can just take with me, doesn't need to be in the van all the time, and you know, I could just get drinking water if I needed. So I started having a looking for mobile filtration systems, water filtration systems. What's about, what's good, what isn't good. And we were quite lucky, because Itehil reached out to us and asked us if we would like to try out their water filtration system. So let's give it a go. But before we can start testing out the filtration system, we've got to first clean up this workshop. I know you're going to say it's not really a workshop, it's a shed, but it's my workshop, and I love it. So, first of all, we've got to get all this stuff away. It's been sitting here for weeks, really, since I've been working on the T4 with Nick. Things have been coming in, things have been coming out, nothing's been getting put away. So, let's get this place tidied. So now that we're all cleaned up, all ready to go, let's get this opened and see what it looks like. So first of all, let's have a look at the unit itself. So it's extremely well packed. Let's see how this all works. Nifty little handle to hold it up and down. Assuming that's where the piping and everything goes in. Run, charge, again hybrid. At the back here. There's something else as well. Very, very light unit. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't think it's actually going to be that amazing until I finally get it all working. So let's have a look and see what's in the actual accessory box that you get with it. So, stuff out of the way. So you've got the two cables. You've got the RO filter. You've got the hybrid filter. You've got a USB-C charging point. Okay. A nifty little carrying bag for it. That's going to be ideal. And I'm assuming that's some sort of filtration system. Oh, this must be the one that you drop into the water because that's got the filter on it there. Okay, cool. And oh yes, I think this is the handle to put in your filters. Yes. Right. Okay. Looks all pretty good. Let me have a quick read of these instructions and see how it actually works. So while I'm figuring out how to work that, let me talk to you about today's video sponsor. And today is sponsored by TopDon. So I've been using TopDon for a while now. We're using the TB6000 battery charger inside Morris's Volkswagen T4, which he uses when he's hooked up to mains power to keep his leisure batteries charged when there's no solar and things like that, and he's parked up at a campsite, and that's been working absolutely perfectly. In fact, Morris has been running off of that charger for the last 2.5–3 months, and nothing else in that van has been charging his batteries apart from that, and it works perfectly. I've also been using TopDon's JS3000 jump starter for my cars and my van, especially now in the winter. The batteries seem to be having some issues, so this is a must to have inside your car. So TopDon currently have their Black Friday deals on at the moment. Links for both the charger and the jump starter are in the description below. And TopDon have also provided us with a discount code for you guys here, which will give you an extra 20% off. Go ahead and get that deal just now. Thank you very much, TopDon. So the one plus about this unit is that it is battery operated. So you can charge it through a USB-C. It does come with a USB-C as well, but it's C to C at the moment, and I just don't happen to have a USB C to C plug here. So I've gone and got my phone charger, which is USB to C. So if you were in your van with this and you needed to charge it up, you could either do it with a USB to C or a C to C. It's almost like a song. So while we're waiting for this thing to charge, I thought I better as well get everything else set up. So there are two, looks like quick fit, is that what they're called? Easy fit or quick fit. pipes that go in here. So you've got a blue and white one, and they do come in a package ready to go. I don't think there's any specific way that I'm supposed to put these around. There's nothing in the instructions anyway to say that there was. So let's get these ready and plug these in. I'm assuming that one of these ones goes to, once it gets filtered, one of them is going to filter out the dirty stuff and one of them is going to filter out the clean stuff. So let's see what we're going to get here. My god, they really put these on tight. Now that we've got these in, we can install the filters. So this is your reverse osmosis. So the RO is reverse osmosis, and your hybrid is the carbon. Oh right, okay, so this is a carbon layer. So it's a composition PP activated carbon layer. Alright, okay. So you're getting two types of filtration when you're putting it in here. Let's see if we can get these in. So they come covered, completely ready. Now there's a lock and unlock in it. Right, okay. So I'm going to place it. Nothing seems to want to fit though. That would have been why I put it in the wrong one. Right, so that goes right in, and then that just twists to lock. That ain't coming out. Let's get the reverse osmosis one in as well. Now this one should fit in straight away. Alright, push down. No, maybe not. Oops. Put it in. And then lock. Oh, right, that was a bit of... You really needed to push that down to get it into the lock, but that is them now locked in. So we've got the hybrid carbon layer in, and we've got the reverse osmosis filter in as well. Now we're going to hook up the main suction, or was it intake, for the water that is on this side of the filter. So it comes ready to just to be able to screw on. It's got one of these little screw on taps on it here, and it's got the filter in it. So well, this one they've decided to put a cable tie on it. Let me get one on that. Got this all hooked up. Honestly, I feel like I'm in a science lab or something, hooking up a science experiment to show my teacher to get a good grade. I think I did it quite well actually. It looks pretty cool. So let me show you what I've done. So unit all hooked up, pipes are in. Pipes were a little bit too fidgety to stay in the glasses, so I've had to use some clamps just to hold the pipes in. I'm not squeezing them where I'm pinching the pipe or anything to stop any water from coming out. It's just basically to hold them where the glass is. So I've then run the main pipe with the filter on it into this bucket. So I know you're thinking, why am I using water? Well, this is actually rain water that my wife has been, well, she keeps it for her plants, but she also uses it to clean the dogs. So I don't know if you can see all the scum, dirt, and all the crap that's on there. So we're going to try this and see if it comes out. I wouldn't drink this as it is. Full of scum, full of dirt, full of everything. If that is successful, then we're going to try something else. I don't have anything disgusting, but the most disgusting thing that I do have in my house is something that I got given, which is this Beavertown Neck Oil Session IPA. Now I know for some people this will probably be absolutely fabulous and lovely. I hate them. They're just absolutely disgusting to me. So we're going to stick this in a glass as well, and we're going to try, oh, in a bowl or something, I don't know, and see if we can get it filtered and see what it looks like if this water bucket's successful. Let's give it a go and see. Right, so we've turned it on and we're starting to see the water rise up now. I'm just getting rid of all these little kinks and stuff in it. You can start seeing all the water come up and go into the unit. I've still got it charging, but it is running at the moment as well. So the water is filtering up and everything seems to be on. So let's see now if we start getting water coming out. I just realised as well, I put clear water in this and I don't know what the white tube is and what the blue tube is, so I don't know which one's the clean and which one's the dirty. So I'm going to have to guess when we get to the end. The one that's got the least bits in it is the one that we're going to be using. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. One other thing about this thing, it is quiet. I mean, I'm right next to it now. There's a tiny little drone, but that's all I can hear. I cannot hear anything else. It's so quiet. So the humming stopped, so it stopped the pump, and now I can hear things moving around inside. Almost sounds like a kettle boiling. Let's see if we start getting water out here. You can hear it. That's actually, oh, pipes are starting to move. Oh, we've got drips. Oh, there we go, look. We've got water coming through and water on the other side now. Oh, you can definitely see the difference. Look how clear that water over there is and how dirty this one is. Oh wow, that is pretty cool. I don't know how much water it's actually taking up, so I don't want to run it too hard, so I'm just got my finger on the off button because I don't know how it actually stops. Wow, what a difference. Alright, I'm going to stop it. So I don't think I would need I need to worry actually, because look how clear this water is here. And look how cloudy this one is. You can clearly see the difference. I mean, that was just rainwater with bits of dirt in it, but this is pure clean now. Sparkling clean. This, not so much. So, I think the only way to really test it now is to give it a drink. Just making sure that this is the clean one, not the cloudy one. Yeah, there's the cloudy one there. You can still see the cloudiness in it. This is clear. So this water has come from this bucket full of dirt, full of nastiness. Cheers, let's give it a go. It's alright. Doesn't taste of anything. It tastes of water. Clean water, but no sediment, no nothing. No weird tastes, no weird smells. All good. So as we can see, it does filter water, dirty water at that as well. But can it filter other things? So if I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have any mud water or anything here, and it's too cold to be able to go out camping and test this in real life, which I will be doing in a future video. But just to have an idea of what kind of filtration this actually does, why don't we try it with a Beavertown Neck Oil IPA. Let's see if it can filter anything out of that. Let's give it a go. Let me get this set up. So for the new test with the IPA, this is how we've got it set up. So I've got the blue one, which we now know is for the wastewater coming straight into the bucket. I've got the white one, which is obviously for the clean drinking water in there. I've got the glass now over here, which I will now fill. I do like a beer. There's something about this, I just don't like IPAs. So, not too much of a waste. Let's wait for that to fizzle down. Then I will take the filter from here and I'm going to add it into the IPA. Right, filtered out, reset. Now the beer is starting to come through. There's a little kink in it here, so I'm just fixing the kink to allow the water to come through. There you go, look at that, sucking up my beer. That's it gone. Something's happening. I think it's going through the filtration system now. Oh, here we go. Yep, we've got water. We've got water coming in. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can look at all the air bubbles. You can see it's not coming out as flowing as it was before. I think I've just got the air bubbles caught in it. It's coming out in dribs and drabs, but my God. Look at the beer that's coming out of there. You can see all the bubbles from the beer and everything coming there. Look at the clarity of the water that's coming out there. Yeah, there was definitely air in the system. That's why it was taking so long to come out. Look how clear that water is. Look how nasty the bubbles and everything in there are coming out from the IPA. But it's done it, it's filtered it. And it's giving you drinking water. That's amazing. I'm actually really eager to taste this now, to actually see if it tastes like water, if it tastes like it did from the first one. Let's give it a second to fill up and then we're going to give it a go. So I refilled up the beer. It only left a little bit in there. I think it's just because the filter was kind of sitting above it. That is the clarity of water that we've got out of that. And then you can now see in the bucket how much darker that water's got. And all the bubbles and everything from there. In fact, it's still leaking, it's still coming out. Put that back in. But look, even there, coming out of there, you can see the bubbles that are coming out of it. Right. Now for the real test though. Does it taste like water? Well, let's have a look and see. I want you guys to see me taking this off so you don't think I'm drinking something else. Let's have a look and see. Anything else coming out of it? Nope. Right. Look how clear it is. That compared to what it was. Let me show you before I take a drink of it. No, I'm stalling, I know. That's what colour it was with the beer, and that is the colour it is now after it's been filtered by the Itehil. Right. I mean, I know I drank the other water that had dirt in it. This is just a beer that's been filtered, so it should be fine. I don't know why I'm I don't know why I'm hesitating more to drink this. Right, let's give it a taste. Smell taste first. It does smell a little bit like an IPA still. Right, taste. there's still a very, very slight fizz to it. It's almost like it almost feels like drinking like a sparkling water. But extremely drinkable. Extremely drinkable. It's still got a little bit of the taste of the IPA in it. But it's clear. It's water. It is water. You can definitely, there's no denying that that's water. It's brilliant. I love that. That's actually like a really nice flavoured water now. Right, so we know that it filters. We know that it filters dirty water. We know that it filters, just in case you ever need to, it filters beer. IPAs. It does what it says on the tin. It takes whatever you give it and filters it into clear water. I'm impressed with it. I really am impressed with it. The question is obviously, is this something that I would have in my camper van and take with me? And the answer is yes, I probably would. If I was out off-gridding it somewhere, camping somewhere, run out of water, needed to have water, needed something to be able to fill up with, I would definitely use this. It's small, it's light, you know, it takes up to 9 gallons of water on one charge. It comes with a nifty little bag to keep everything in. You know, I know that it looked a bit like a science experiment here because I had bits hooked up to, I had, you know, the dirty one hooked up to there and the white one hooked up to another glass, and it was all held in. But if you're in your van and you need to have drinking water and water that you're going to be able to use to, you know, do your dishes and stuff like that, that's what this is for. You can plug that into a river, a lake, a creek, whatever you've got around you. The blue water that you're getting out, you can use, that's been filtered as well, but just not as filtered as much, to be able to use it to clean your dishes. You can use it as your normal water for your dishes and things like that. And then you plug it into another can and with the white wire, and you get your drinking water. So yeah, absolutely I would take it with me. Would I use it every single day? Is it something that I'd whip out every single day and use it when I'm in a campsite or something like that? No. But if you're someone that likes going off-gridding, that likes going deep into the, you know, in the forest, things like that, and you're going away in your camper van, I think this might be a must. So if you're interested in purchasing the Itehil water filtration system, then please follow the link below in the description. And Itehil's also been good enough to give my subscribers a discount code, which you'll find here. Input that in and you'll get a 20% discount as well. If you go to the Itehil website as well, they've also got their Black Friday deals on at the moment as well, so catch them before they run out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a little bit different this week, but you know, these are things that I think that I'm going to be using in my van. Hopefully next week we're going to be getting the van, Morris's Volkswagen T4, back from the mechanic so that we can actually finish that off. I know I said in the last video that this video would be that, but we haven't got it back from the mechanic yet. We took it to one mechanic, they didn't do anything to it, so then we had to take it to another mechanic, which is now working on it. So hopefully next week we'll have that back and we'll be finishing off the Volkswagen T4 just in time for winter so Morris can move into it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found it interesting, then please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.